Hey, what's going on, everybody? Comsat here again. Today we are on phase, I believe, 3. We're going to talk about... What are we going to talk about? Oh yeah, we're going to talk about how to find that magic leprechaun at the end of the rainbow with his pot of gold. How do we do that? We got to find a niche, right? So we're going to do that. Check us out. Alright, so we're going to try to find that nasty leprechaun that is so hard to find. So what do we got to do? We got to pick a niche. Alright, so first thing you're thinking, oh noes. We need to figure out keywords and keyword research. Well, don't worry about it. It's not as hard. It's not as mystical as you might think. And two, you're going to say, oh noes, I got to do math. Yes, you will, but there's software for that, and there's also things called calculators. We are in 2012. I promise you that calculators are either free or you can get one really easily. No abacus here, okay? And number 3, oh no's, real business. Alright, I think the biggest thing that people underestimate is just because you have the keyword and you've got it figured out and you've ranked on Google doesn't mean that somebody's going to do anything at your site, even look at it. So make sure your house is in order. And we're going to go ahead and talk about that a little bit later, but let's go get into the meat and potatoes. And I want to really share this with you because this is how I feel like most people pick their niche. And let's get right to it. Alright, this is it. This is how you pick your niche, right? You hit some blotters and you get some inks and you throw them on the page, and you gotta look at it like, what is this? What should I do? Like, is there Buddha in there? You know, is there enlightenment in there? I think something's in there. You know, maybe meditation is a good niche. You know, maybe this is what it's saying. So, but no, that's not how you should pick your niche. That's not how you do it. That is not step 1. And that was delayed, but it's not. No, that is not step 1. Not in our process. The RPM process involves that plus some color. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's get to it for real. All right, so there are 3 pillars when you're talking about niche selection, in my opinion. Okay, so of course this is just my opinion. These are things that work for me, but you know, I'd love to hear what you guys have to think. But and then, you know, a lot of this is similar to what other people are saying too. But I feel like if I categorize it like this, it works a lot better. So the first thing I like to think about is pain or fears. You know, so you know, a pain is, you know, I have to, you know, things that you must do that you're, you know, you have to pay a bill, so you need a payday loan, or you, let me say, you have to raise your credit score so you can get a better interest rate on a house. Fears, writer's block, things that you'd like to get over, you know, like get over the fear of dancing or something like that, or how to ask a girl out. So fears, those pain and fears, very profitable niches. You just gotta chisel away at it, and we'll talk about that a little bit more later. Number 2, passions or pleasures. So passions, you know, anything that you do way too much. And pleasures, obviously, something that you indulge in that you probably shouldn't spend money on, and you do it anyways. Especially if it's especially if you're trying to delay gratification and you cannot withhold it, and you gotta have that thing, then that's probably a good niche as well. And then 3, I look for automation and efficiency. So efficiency and time management. What am I talking about? Software, pretty much. So like anything that can make your life easier, that can take an hour away from something you had to do, a robot can do it, then it's worth picking through that niche and figuring out how you can position yourself to sell that product, or you know, get the clicks by reviewing it, or whatever you might want to do. So those are my 3: pains or fears, passions or pleasures, and finally automation and efficiency. So the next thing we're going to talk about is how to start. So we're going to start very wide when we're doing this niche selection. And so what I mean by that is, for example, you want to brainstorm, you know, you want to brainstorm how someone would search for that specific keyword. Okay, so before you just say like roses, you know, people aren't just going to type in roses. Anybody who actually is looking for a rose, aside from images or something like that, they'll type in like how to plant a rose, or what does a rose mean, or something like that. I'm just throwing it out there, but you want to start wide like that. So you initially you want to start like that, and then and then take those words and you're gonna begin to chisel them down. So especially when you're starting, people start and they want to get really competitive. They want to have like, well, that's not enough search volume or whatever like that. Heck, if I'm just starting, you know what? Like 200 searches to like 500 searches a month. You know why that is powerful? I'm gonna tell you why that's powerful. Number one, nobody is going after that. Nobody's going after 200 to 500 search volume. So if you go after that, you're landing almost all those clicks. If you get to number one in Google, you're gonna get all the clicks. 200 to 500 clicks a month. That might not sound like much, but start putting other articles in there that are 200 and 500, and they will add up. So if you're just starting off, don't go to where it's super hyper competitive and there's like, oh well, it's not worth your money until you make 4,000 clicks a month. But look at it this way: if you're not making money on the internet yet, you want to start with success, and the success will leave clues. So when you do target that big keyword, all of your misgivings and all your mistakes are behind you, and that's how you want to start. So start small. Dream big, but start small. Start somewhere you can take the appropriate action and fall on your face and still get some leads. For example, the one that I did, I don't know where this next slide is going, but if it is, I'll just backtrack it. Use tools. Okay, yeah, we'll talk about that in a second, but we'll go to a real example of mine. Let me see. Hopefully we're here. So yeah, if you go to, okay, so I'm in the military. I think I've already put that out or whatever like that. But so one of the pains for the military is there's this thing called the enlisted records brief, and what it is a document that pretty much is coded and it's almost impossible to read. And if you do a search for it, and this is actually spelled wrong, it's enlisted record brief, but everybody spelled records brief. Okay, and if you go there, you'll look. And it's like there's an HRC site, which is the .mil site, which is all army.mil, and then you'll see something interesting. If there's a Yahoo Answers site here, you're gonna be able to beat it, like no problem. Here's the thing: I put up this site. It's called Enlisted Records Brief Reader, and I did not plan. It was just a test. I just wanted to see if I had enough traffic or enough, because the search volume was pretty high. It was like 4,000 or something like that. But I wanted to see if it had legs, so I put it up here. So what it is you can't actually do anything. It's a video, a pre-sell video, and it tells you how there it is. It tells you how it's not your fault, pretty much. There's a solution, and the ERB reader itself is $24.99. Now, if you click here, you can't actually buy it because I didn't make it yet, obviously. So, but that's the cool thing is here. We're so sorry that we had to send the ERB reader back for improvements, but that's good news for you. If you send us your name and email, we'll give you 50% off, etc. But the cool thing is you put your name and email here and you go to sign up and you get this 50% off. I put them on the 50% off list. So my thing was, can I get enough traffic? Well, I got enough traffic to make this an official site, but not enough sales to actually make it the product. So my point to you is, I started out with military pain. I worked it down to a product specific in that niche, so military, the enlisted records brief, and the volume was insane and the competition was low. And I'm going to teach you how to figure out if your competition is low or not. So let's go back over here to use tools. So from a certain slide, okay. So I said use tools. Google keyword tool is amazing, and YouTube keyword tool is also amazing. I use YouTube keyword tool because I feel like it's a leading indicator. What I'm trying to say is Google is like the search engine, but YouTube is the search engine that is trending. It's very recent. It's not as dated as Google, and Google might be only a week off, but YouTube is right there. Wherever the market is going, YouTube is kind of like there, at least in my opinion. So that's why I use those two. It's easy to find them. Google keyword tools through Google, and YouTube keyword tool through Google as well. Oh, another thing, use another tool. Okay, so once you've done that, use a thing called Traffic Travis, and I might as well just go in there and show you how to use it real quick. So if I go to my business softwares, and I start this up, and I'm not any way affiliated with this. It's just one of the easier ones that I have. There's other ways to do it. There's actually mathematical formulas that I've seen going around and stuff, but okay, whatever. This is, let's close this. But if you go to up here, so if you go to SEO, close that, and you go to competition, and I go to, like, for example, and then I'll just fetch. And make sure you have under SEO and competition. I really don't use it for anything else because I'm not gonna say it's too bulky or anything like that. I don't feel like it's lightweight. Google Keyword Tools is very lightweight because you can just grind through it. I mean, Market Samurai and all these other things, they're pretty good too. They're very. I mean, you would have to. I would say, in my opinion, like Market Samurai, I try to learn it a little bit. I put a couple hours into it. If you're gonna do nothing but niches, then yes, you get something like that. But for me, this works just fine. So what I'm looking at is so we did SEO, we did competition. This is all fine and good, but really all you need to look at is this difficulty right here. It says relatively easy, and that's really all I care about. If it says that, it's pretty legit because it'll show you right here how you can beat the competition. So the top sites over here, you know, there's no H1 tag, there's no description, there's no title tag. So if you do all these things, you're pretty much guaranteed to beat these guys because these guys look zero backlinks. The number one has zero backlinks, you know. PR zeros all over here, you know, page rank authority of 0. So I mean, it's very beatable, and this is some serious volume. Now, you know, now the reason I put this out there is it's so specific that nobody is going to either take it or even run with it because I just don't see anybody else being able to do that. And but you know, this stuff is out there. You just got to look in your specific field, niche, whatever it is. That sounds complicated, but it can be as simple as rows. Then how to plant a flower, and then some weird misspelling about like how to plant a rose in autumn or something like that, and that might yield you 400 to 500, and nobody has touched that. Now, if you specifically have a site or your rose site, that is the article you want to target, or the YouTube video, or whatever it is. Okay, so that's how I do it. That's how I pick my niches, and let me go back to from current slide. And okay, so we talked about that. Use traffic, Travis. Again, I am not affiliated, but I just wanted to save people time. There is a math formula. I have it written down right here. I am not gonna talk to you guys about it. No, it's bad. I don't like math. Like I said, you can do it the hard way. And again, I always plug this, my free video course. You know, I do make money on Instagram, and I do have a free video course. You can check it out at www.risingphoenixmarketing.com if you're checking this out on YouTube. It's a good start. Like I said, I don't try to sell it as like the be-all, end-all. It is a decent course, and it will get your mouth wet. If you haven't made any money online, it's a good way to start doing it, like almost tomorrow, maybe even today, if you can get accepted by a network. That's pretty much it. If you like this review, I guess, about how to pick a niche, if you liked what I talked about, please go ahead and subscribe on my YouTube channel, like it, talk about it on my site. It would help me out. It'll encourage me to make more cool videos. If you think it sucked and you're a pro and you think I'm positioning wrong and I'm oversimplifying it or I'm overcomplicating it, let me know too, because I like that too, because I am not perfect. I'm just trying to get by, and I'm trying to take some people with me, and I think you'll enjoy the community that we're trying to put together. So please subscribe, please like, please do all that cool stuff. It would really make me happy. And let's go find that Leprechaun together. Alright, take it easy. I'll see you guys next time.